Welcome to FabAnthonyHealthTips, where we break down complex health issues into simple, practical solutions anyone can use. If you're worried about memory loss, mental decline, or diseases like dementia later in life, then this video is for you. And even if you're still young, trust me. What you do today plays a major role in how your brain performs decades from now. Dementia used to be considered something that just happened with age, like wrinkles or grey hair. But 2025 has brought new research that's completely changing the way we understand this condition. What we now know is that dementia, including Alzheimer's, isn't always inevitable. In fact, studies suggest that up to 40% of dementia cases could be prevented with the right habits. That's not a small number. That means nearly half of those who would otherwise suffer from memory loss, confusion, and personality changes might never have to go through it simply by making changes today. So if you or someone you love wants to protect their mind for the long haul, stay tuned. Today, we'll talk about the real causes of dementia that you probably haven't heard about, and the natural lifestyle changes that are proving to be more powerful than many medications. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button like this video and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our weekly health insights here on FabAnthonyHealthTips. Dementia is not one disease. It's an umbrella term for a range of conditions that affect memory, decision-making, language, and emotional control. Alzheimer's is the most common type, but there are others, like vascular dementia and Lewy body dementia. What makes this so devastating is that it slowly erases a person's identity, often turning a vibrant, intelligent adult into someone who struggles to recognize their own family. For years, scientists thought dementia was just the result of brain aging or bad genes. But new research tells a different story. In 2025, we now know that certain factors, like high blood pressure, uncontrolled diabetes, lack of exercise, and poor diet, all dramatically increase the chances of developing dementia. And the good news: these are all factors we can influence. One long-term study published just this year tracked thousands of adults over 2 decades and found that those who maintained healthy habits had significantly lower dementia risk, even when they carried genes that put them at higher risk. In other words, your daily habits can override even your DNA. Let's look deeper into the major culprits. First is poor cardiovascular health. What's good for your heart is good for your brain. And the reverse is also true. When your blood vessels are clogged, inflamed, or damaged by conditions like hypertension or diabetes, your brain doesn't get the oxygen and nutrients it needs. Over time, this leads to cognitive decline. Another factor is chronic inflammation. This can be caused by eating too much processed food, staying sedentary, smoking, or having high levels of stress. Inflammation doesn't just affect your joints or digestion. It can actually damage brain cells, interfere with communication between neurons, and speed up aging inside your brain. And then there's sugar. Yes, sugar. A diet high in added sugars increases your risk of insulin resistance, which has now been linked directly to Alzheimer's. In fact, some researchers are calling Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes because of how closely it relates to metabolic dysfunction. But one of the most surprising causes is social isolation. Humans are wired for connection. When we spend too much time alone or lose meaningful relationships, our brains suffer. Loneliness has been shown to shrink certain brain regions and accelerate memory loss, especially in older adults. So what can you do today to start protecting your mind? It starts with movement. Regular physical activity is one of the most powerful tools for preventing dementia. You don't need to run marathons. Just 30 minutes of walking, dancing, swimming, or cycling most days of the week improves blood flow to the brain, reduces inflammation, and even helps the brain grow new cells. Your diet matters too. The MIND diet, which stands for Mediterranean, DASH intervention for neurodegenerative delay, has been shown to reduce dementia risk by up to 53% when followed closely. It emphasizes leafy greens, berries, nuts, whole grains, fish, olive oil, and very little processed food. People who follow it consistently stay sharper longer, even into their 80s and 90s. Sleep is another critical piece. During deep sleep, your brain cleans itself, removing toxins that build up during the day, including beta amyloid, the protein linked to Alzheimer's. If you're getting less than 7 hours a night consistently, your brain isn't getting the maintenance time it needs. Don't underestimate the power of mental activity either. Just like muscles, the brain gets stronger with use. Learning new skills, reading books, solving puzzles, or even playing an instrument can help build what scientists call cognitive reserve. That's your brain's ability to stay functional even if some damage occurs. The more reserve you build, the more protected you are later in life. And don't forget your emotional life. Stay socially connected. Call your friends, join a group, spend quality time with your family. The brain thrives on connection and shared experiences. You might be wondering, when should I start worrying about this? The answer is now. Dementia isn't something that develops overnight. It builds over decades, quietly, often with no symptoms at first. The earlier you begin taking care of your brain, the better your odds are of living a long, sharp, independent life. Studies show that it's possible to slow or even partially reverse cognitive decline through lifestyle changes. The brain remains flexible even in older age, but the key is consistency. One good meal, one walk, or one night of rest won't do it alone. It's what you do every day that matters most. I know dementia can feel like a scary topic. We've all seen someone we care about struggle with memory loss, and it's heartbreaking. But here's the truth. We're not powerless. The research from this year gives us hope. Real hope. We now have evidence-based steps we can take to protect our brain health. And it has never been clearer that prevention is not only possible, but incredibly effective. You don't need to make 10 changes at once. Start with one. Go for that walk today. Add a handful of berries to your breakfast. Make a call to a friend. Choose water instead of soda. These small actions build momentum, and momentum builds results. If you learned something new today or feel more empowered to protect your brain, leave a comment and let me know which tip you're going to try this week. And if you have a loved one who's concerned about dementia, share this video with them. It could be the beginning of a healthier, sharper future. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to FabAnthony Health Tips, and turn on your notifications so you never miss our weekly wellness insights. Thanks for watching. Your brain is the most powerful tool you have. Take care of it, and it will take care of you for a lifetime. This is FabAnthony Health Tips, and I'll see you in the next one.